Hey everyone. I know I don't look the best. I haven't really got out of bed yet, but that's not the point of this video. And that should never be the point. You should never be not listened to because you don't look the part. Because if you're speaking from your heart and you're being real, then that's really all that people should be focusing on is the truth behind your words. And today I really am just trying to deliver a real and honest message. And sometimes we give so much that we begin to be used. And other times we fall so deeply in love that we're so blinded to everything else in this world, especially our friends and our family. We begin to give up everything for that one person. And some of the time it's an equal thing. It's a two-way street, and you're both giving and you're both taking, and that's when it works and that's when it's healthy. But then other times it's not. Other times it's only the one person giving. It's only the one person that is putting their all in, that's trying so hard and spend their life or the entirety of the relationship giving their all to that person. And in return they're getting nothing. And in return they're slowly falling apart, and in return they're slowly losing themselves because they have put themselves into another person, so they don't even know who they are anymore. And that giving becomes using, and they don't realize that what they're doing, even though it's kind-hearted and it's for the betterment of the other person, or that's what they think, honestly they're being an enabler to the other person while being used. But sometimes, after it's gone on for so long, that giver begins to wake up and realize that what's going on isn't right. And maybe this isn't the best relationship to be in, or maybe that other person doesn't really care about them. So they begin to wonder if they should leave, or they begin to wonder, is it genuine on the other person? Do they genuinely appreciate all that you are doing, and do they genuinely need you, or have they found a provider in you? And not the good kind, the kind that is going to give them everything they need, and they will manipulate you to the point where if you don't do something for them, you are made out to be an awful person who doesn't care about them and who doesn't want to help them, or really just help them in their time of need. And they manipulate you so bad that you can't get out. And it's this cycle, and it's just repeated, and it doesn't stop until you leave the situation. But you may never, or you're going to be stuck for a really, really long time because it's been going on for so long you don't know how to leave, because you've been manipulated so badly that you just do whatever that person says because you want them to be happy and you want them to be okay, but really you're not okay. And that's the most important thing. If you're in a relationship, you're supposed to be happy and fulfilled and satisfied and giving and taking. You're not always supposed to be giving. You should be given things too. And it's not okay. I need myself and other people to know that it's not okay if you're going through that. It's not a relationship, and it's not right. You should never allow yourself to get to a point where you have done so much for another person that you have given up your happiness. You've given up yourself and your dignity to take care of that person when they don't even take care of you. And it's so hard because you've just been so brainwashed and you've been in it for so long that you really do think that they need your help and they need you, but they don't need you. They want what you're giving them, not yourself. The things you're giving them, the money, what you buy them, always taking them out and doing things, but do you ever stop for a minute and think, what do they do for you? What have they done for you? If something came up in your life and you needed them, would they be there for you? It's sad to say, probably not. But the moment something goes on in their life and they need you, do you even think for 5 seconds, well, I don't know if I'm going to be there? No. You run to their call and you do whatever it takes to get them out of that situation because you care and you love them so entirely that you would do anything to make sure that they're taken care of. But what about you? What about yourself? What about your needs? What about your heart? The important thing is to see that we are all worthy of the love that we are giving. We are all worthy of that care. But when you're in something for so long that is so manipulative and it just takes away who you are, that you don't even see that what you're doing is wrong because you think it's so right, when that happens, it's time to get out. Because it's not a relationship if it's just one person putting their all in. It's not a relationship if the other person is never there for you. It's not a relationship if the other person doesn't even answer your phone call. But for what? Just because they don't want to. But the moment you don't answer their phone call, or the moment that you can't be there, you genuinely can't be there, you're the worst person ever. It's not right. I don't know why people think that they have some kind of power over another human being. I don't understand why they think that's okay. But when you get to a point in your relationship, whether it is with a significant other or a family member or just a friend, that they're using you and they're not even giving you anything back, half the time they don't even acknowledge what you've done. You've just done it so everything's okay for them again. But you don't feel okay because you're not even appreciated for what you have done. And half the time that's all you want. You just want some recognition. Recognition. I can't say that word. I just ruined this entire video. But you just want someone to appreciate what you've done. You don't need money or them to do something sweet. You just want a thank you. A genuine thank you. Not just like thanks, but like a sincere thank you. That goes a really long way. But when you start to feel yourself falling apart, or when you start to lose yourself in another person, not in a good way, as much as it hurts and as used to it as you are, it's time to get out. It's time to let that ship sail, and it's time to just walk away. And I will tell you, it will be the best decision that you ever made to just walk away. Because if you keep doing this, it's going to be a lifelong train wreck. They may always be okay because you're always giving to them and you're always taking care of them, but you're never going to be okay because your needs are never being met. You are never being taken care of. It's not fair and it's not right. And we have to have a little bit more self-worth and self-love to see that how we are being treated is not acceptable, and we deserve more than that. Especially when you're the person giving all the time. You deserve that back. You deserve such a extraordinary, fulfilling, happy relationship that's full of love and care and appreciation. When you don't even know who you are anymore, And when things become so routine and you just know when one thing goes wrong in their life, there you are to make everything better. But when everything goes wrong in your life, there you are to make everything better for yourself. And where are they? So for anyone out there who's going through something similar or who can relate, I'm telling you right now with all of my heart that you deserve more. That you need to find someone who appreciates you and all the things that you do. And maybe you need to take time for yourself, to appreciate yourself, to love yourself. And I struggle with that so hard. They say, how are you ever going to love someone if you can't love yourself? How are you supposed to love yourself if you felt like no one's ever loved you? So just because you don't know what it feels like to be loved doesn't mean that you don't deserve it. And maybe that's why people like us give everything to everyone else, because that's what we're used to. And as long as we're taking care of someone else is happy, then we're always going to be okay. But I'm tired of just being okay. I want to feel needed and fulfilled and happy because someone else cares enough to give that back to me for once. So no matter how hard it is, and no matter how many times you fail at leaving, don't give up. Because when you do get out, it's a whole new world. And there are so many new opportunities and avenues and roads for you to take, and you won't regret leaving. You'll be glad you did. So remember that you are important. You deserve the world. And sometimes, no matter how bad it hurts, sometimes the best thing to do is to walk away. To make sure that you are taken care of, because that's the most important thing. Take care of yourself first, and then someone will find you and take care of you, like you've always taken care of everyone else. Well, have a great day. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And remember, love yourself first, and then love others. Take care.